So I'm working on a new book, and it's about daily reflections and helping artists and creative people come up with ideas and explore more creative things to do each day and getting the best out of the day. And what I'm going to do is share a few videos over the coming weeks or months even, if you like this sort of video, and share some of the ideas I'm working on, give a few readings from the book as well, just share some of the tips that I'm working on. So one of the ideas that I'm going to explore right at the beginning of the book is the idea of gentle consistency. I believe in taking a gentle approach with art and creating, and not making it filled with pressure and unpleasantness and high expectations, things that bring pressure onto ourselves and lead to us sabotaging our work. This pressure-filled approach to life is something I've tried to escape for many years, and I'm pretty much getting the hang of it now. So I thought I would share my experiences as well, and what works, what doesn't, and might help you as well. So I'm going to encourage you to work on creating on a consistent basis, but on a way that is gentle to yourself and to people around you. So consistency and gentle consistency, what's that all about? Progress in our art and creativity isn't about grand gestures or fleeting bursts of inspiration either. It's simply about showing up day after day with patience and kindness towards yourself, and this is the essence of gentle consistency, especially when doing things that are creative. It's not about being relentless in the pursuit of perfection or pushing with unbridled ambition. It's about steady, honest effort that accumulates over time. So many aspiring artists fall into the trap of waiting for perfect conditions to start their work. This is maybe just the opposite of the person who has this furious, burning ambition to be better and better all the time. Both of these persons are not going to get the fulfillment they are looking for. So first of all, if you're just going to wait for things to get just right and perfect conditions, then, well, you're not really going to get started. And if you do, it's going to be for a short period of time. Believing that inspiration has to strike like lightning before you can create anything meaningful, it's not really the way to a consistent practice. Real progress, as we know, comes from small, consistent actions, like a brushstroke on the canvas or a paragraph typed in your document, and it eventually turns into a book. What seems insignificant at the time and taken into isolation doesn't look like much, but it's powerful when you add all of these steps together. So gentle consistency looks like, for instance, waking up each morning with a quiet commitment to do just one thing, no matter how small it may be. This one thing will move your project forward. Maybe today it's choosing your color palette and experimenting with color mixing for 10 minutes or so. Tomorrow it might be writing one paragraph of your story or sketching a simple pencil study to get to know your subject. The key is not to aim for perfection, but to follow the process, taking honest steps each day. So the mantra of one small step is still forward captures this idea. It reminds us that even tiny efforts matter, and they chip away at your doubts and they build momentum gradually, and when approached with patience and without self-judgment, these steps become a small part of your ongoing process. Many artists have achieved remarkable things not because they work tirelessly in spurts, but because they practiced consistent effort over years. Think of painters who spend 15 minutes each day adding brushstrokes to their canvas, or writers who commit to writing one paragraph every morning before breakfast. Over months and years, these tiny commitments add up into a completed body of work that is rich with depth and nuance. Now, this approach also fosters resilience, And you need resilience to be able to face setbacks and overcome them. Setbacks are going to happen, of course. It's not about avoiding them, it's how you respond to them. When you focus on doing just one thing today, a single line, a single color, you reduce the overwhelm and you avoid burnout. And you recognize that every moment spent creating counts, even if it's only for 10 minutes or half an hour a day. It's essential to understand that gentle consistency isn't about rigid discipline. It's about kindness to yourself as you work through your creative journey. Some days will be easier than others, and some mornings you won't feel any energy at all. But what matters most is returning again tomorrow, with no guilt or shame about yesterday. You might wonder how this principle applies when facing larger goals and completing an entire novel or mastering a new skill like watercolor painting. The answer lies in breaking these ambitions into smaller daily actions. Understand that these actions tie in with your overall vision. For example, writing one scene per week rather than obsessing over finishing chapters overnight, or practicing a few new brush techniques over a few weeks instead of trying to learn it all in one day. In practice, implementing gentle consistency requires setting realistic intentions and some self-awareness. You must recognize your natural rhythms and what works for you and what doesn't. Is morning best for you? Or do evenings inspire reflection and calm? So adjust your daily commitments accordingly, and as you become more aware of your natural rhythms for creativity, this everyday process will become more suitable and won't be a burden anymore. Another crucial element is acknowledge the small victories, acknowledge progress, instead of fixating on what remains to be done. Every completed sketch, every improved sentence serves as proof of a steady payoff for your efforts. So do not expect others to understand or give you compliments. Don't seek validation before you take your next step. This is disempowering yourself and it's unfair to others. Move forward, and if you get praise, this is a bonus. Accept it with humility. But don't count on it, just keep moving forward. So adopting this mindset also means letting go of perfectionism, that sneaky voice inside that whispers this isn't good enough. Whenever you create something imperfectly or incomplete, remember quality develops through regular practice, and mastery grows out of repeated effort made without judgment. So here are a few ways to cultivate gentle consistency in your creative day. Start small. Choose one manageable task each day related to your project. Do that task with patience. Understand that progress may be slow and inconsistent. Just keep persisting. Show kindness, avoid harsh criticism when things don't go perfectly, and don't react to others who may not understand or acknowledge the suffering you're going through. It may also help you to track your habits by keeping simple records such as making a few notes each day or marking the days off on your calendar, and just taking note of what patterns are emerging, where are the milestones, the points that you can celebrate. Recognize that even minor achievements are evidence of your progress forwards. These practices reinforce trust in yourself and help build a sustainable routine. Ultimately, creating consistently in a gentle fashion is an act of self-respect and faithfulness to your dreams. It recognizes that change doesn't happen overnight, but through persistent commitment grounded in kindness. This will take your dreams forward and make them a reality. Isn't this a much better way than looking back with regret? So remember this truth: no step is too small when taken regularly. With intention and over time, those steps lead towards becoming more fully yourself as an artist or writer or whatever creative undertaking you are following. So if we learn anything from those who have gone before us, it's this: greatness often begins quietly. Effort given patiently day after day grows beyond expectations through your unwavering commitment. Start this morning with one task and see where that leads you. Set a reminder in your calendar so that you develop a good habit. Try out these things and I wish you good luck. Make a start, enjoy it, be grateful that you have the opportunity, and let me know if you'd like to hear more readings like this in the coming weeks. Also, please share any ideas you have. Let me know in the comments whether there are more things you'd like to find out about in the creative process, what has been working for you, what are the blocks getting in your way, what you may have done to overcome them. And finally, remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video. And until then, keep creating, and we'll talk again soon. Cheers for now.